Hi guys, and welcome to this episode of Chat with Chaya. Now it's been a little while since we had a chat here, just talking about different things, and so I figured today would be a great day to have one about two things that apply to every field. And those two things are attribution and recognition. Now attribute, what does that mean? Well, not just taking my word for it. If you look up the word to attribute, it's a verb, and it means to regard something as being caused by someone or something. So synonyms would be to ascribe to assign to, accredit to, credit to. Now, attribution is incredibly important in this field. Why? In any field, actually. Attribution, when you do something, we are all learning, which is incredible, but our learning comes from somewhere. Where did we learn something from? Now, this can apply if you're a baker. If you are cooking and you're taking recipes from somebody and you use it, of course you can adapt it, it becomes your own. However, you need to attribute where you get your things from. As a journalist, sources, you attribute a quote. You know that, it's important. Now, if someone uses your work, it's incredibly important to say by a byline, by a quote, by a photo, if you use somebody's photos. And this applies to social media. In the day and age of social media, attribution is incredibly important because the rise of citizen journalism, anyone with a computer can write a story. Now, it's important when you write a story or use someone else's photo to give them credit. Photo by whoever. That keeps your work and your credibility as a person and a human being valid, right? It's important to recognize when you use someone else's work. Think about any work you've ever done. Think about any kind of experience, essay you've written. You always have to attribute your sources, and this is something that's important to keep in mind in the day of social media. And that leads me to number two, which is recognition. Recognizing. This is such an important thing. There are people who love recognition. They want to be called out for the things that they're doing. And then there are people who are a little bit quieter about the recognition. They may get a little bit more embarrassed. But to recognize when someone has done something for you is so incredibly important. If someone is quieter about doing something, thank them. Thank them. If you're a social media person, give them a shout out. Tell people to follow that person. That person has done something in your life for you when they did not have to. This past week, I had an incredible week of really sweet people who were helping me out. A lady who helped me run, I've never run outside before, but this woman who was 52 took time out of the weekly running group to slow down with me. I'm not fast. Believe me, I'm not fast. But she took that time, and I wanted to thank her for just being kind. That kindness is something that we're missing a little bit in today's world and society. We just kind of gloss over those facts. It's something that surprises us, and hopefully the kindness of others won't be something that surprises us. You know, and as an actress, if someone helps you do a self-tape or they offer that time, that's incredible. My friend Hunter, he volunteered his time even though he was going to work. That kind of stuff matters. That recognition matters. Now, those are very small things, but it's the little things that add up to big things. If you work in a corporate job, if you're in tech, if there is someone that is going above and beyond their means to do a job for you, it's not enough to be like, oh great, they did it. No, recognize them, recognize the important things that people do for you, and remember to acknowledge them for it, which is attribution. They kind of go hand in hand, and it's something that'll make you as a person check when you feel recognized, when you feel attributed to, and when you're not. And it's something that you can do for other people that'll keep your work, like I said, credible, strong, and it's something that'll move the world forward in a little bit better way. If you have questions, I'll have them on my blog of examples of attribution in terms of photos, because that's my field, right? But think about any field you're in, law school, doctor, anything. If you performed a life-saving surgery or you won a case, don't you want to be recognized? Don't you want to feel it? And we're not talking about the ego part, it's just acknowledgement. I see you, I recognize your work, and I appreciate you for what you are, who you do, and what you bring to the table. Something to think about. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and if there's something else that you would like to see or go over, let's do it. Talk to you guys next time.